Hello everyone and welcome back to WoW Classic. This is why I kind of like putting these up one a day and taking my time with things, because one of you pointed out that the silver we needed for the stolen silver is very likely back in the nest that we just cleared out for the raptors. So before we actually head off and search for the colored nest, I'm going to head back into this little raptor area back here. And we're going to fight our way back, because we need stolen silver that's most likely back here. I'm pretty sure that it actually is. So we are going to go check, and that's going to take a minute to clear this again. And so you guys, if you're doing these quests, or you plan to do them, make sure you grab the stolen silver when you come here for the horns. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's just like... Yeah, he's dead, right? Okay, now we just need to worry about getting away ourselves. Can we, like, get this last guy? Or the guy that... Let's get him dead. Okay, he's dead. Alright, and they dropped. Okay, perfect. At least we got one of them. I don't know... maybe they just got a little too close, and then they pulled all three of them? That's kind of intense to pull all three, but that's what happened. It's a good start to an episode. Alright. And yeah, we're still full, because obviously we have not been back to town. But we're gonna have to go back to town before we do anything else, so let's try to get this stolen silver and let's get out of here. We'll go back to town and figure out what we can do next. We're gonna have to get rid of this guy. He's getting too close. So yeah, if you don't want to see me fight a million more raptors, probably skip like the next... At least skip this episode. And maybe consider skipping the next one, because if we're looking for these colored nests, we're gonna be fighting more raptors, so... Like, I don't know how many raptors you can watch me fight and feel okay with it. We're going to try to avoid all these guys. We're going to try to avoid these guys on the right. And we're just going to try to work our way back here. I'm trying to actually mouse over and locate the silver. I'm not seeing anything though. Can we come up here? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. How in the hell are we doing this pull? How are we doing this? Because this is a 3-pull, right? Can't take a 3-pull. Can we pull this guy without these two? Like... Let's say we can take these two guys, right? Can we then pull this guy and then those other two? That's going to be a deciding factor on whether or not this is possible for us. Ideally, I want this guy to, like, aggro me for a minute and get off our pet, but I don't know if we're going to be able to put enough damage into him for him to do that. Yep, that's not happening. How about this guy? Can we pull this guy off of him? There we go. Okay, now we need our pet on this guy. Alright, we need to be very careful about how we're moving and where we're moving for a minute here. Alright, not good, not good, not good. Okay. Alright, fun times. Oh, we don't want to die there. Nope. Oh, lovely. Let me guess. You know, the graveyard's not too far. It could be worse. It will be worse if I can't get over this mountain. Yeah, it's going to be much worse. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know about that. It seems really sketchy. We're not even really able to take on two of these guys, like 100% of the time, obviously. A couple of things have to go our way. We need a little bit of RNG. And now we have to take on potentially 3 to get the silver, is that right? That can't be right. So opening ceremony of Blizzcon was today. A couple of things got announced, including Burning Crusade Classic got announced. So I'm really excited about that, obviously. The way they're going to do it is you can either choose to take your character into the Burning Crusade, or you can choose to migrate your character to a classic, vanilla classic only server, where that server will never progress past classic. And you can make that choice for each of your characters at level 60. And for people who either A, weren't interested in playing in classic vanilla, but they want to play in Burning Crusade, they're going to be offering some kind of character boost or level boost up to level 58 or level 60. I'm not sure which it was. So yeah, if you're interested in classic, but you'd really rather start off in the Burning Crusade, then you're going to be able to do that. It's going to cost you some money beyond your subscription. In the past, they've sold the character boost for the full cost of a game. So like $49 or $59. That's what the retail boosts have sold for. No announcement yet on how much the classic boost will cost to get a level 58 character with no professions. A little bit of blue gear to go into Burning Crusade with. But it's a good option, because I'm sure there's lots of people who'd love to play Burning Crusade Classic that probably had no interest in playing vanilla. Maybe because they remember exactly how long it takes to level and they knew they weren't going to have time. So I'm glad that they're offering that at least. Let's see. Where do we want to spawn? I guess right here is okay. Okay, well we could take this guy out, which will give us the ground over there, then we could try to pull this, and then we're gonna find out really quick. Now, what I'm gonna do, if it seems like we're not gonna be able to get this guy by ourselves, we're gonna pull all 3 with our pet, we're gonna run in, grab the silver, probably die, and that's just gonna be how we get the silver, so... But let's take this one out and see how it goes. No, we want Aspect of the Hawk on. We don't have anything else to drink, so we're out of milk. And so I'm just waiting on our base regen to get us a little bit of mana for this fight. We need to buy some water. What? Where did he come from? Did he just respawn? Did he just respawn, or was he just in a blind spot? Like, maybe I just didn't see him at all. That's possible, I guess. I would really prefer our pet not die again. I can't see us pulling this. I can't see us pulling this guy and not pulling these other 2. It's really hard to imagine that actually happening, right? Okay, this is gonna be our best spot to do this from. Can we back up a little bit? I'm gonna fire a shot, and we'll send our pet in after a minute. Okay. Hey, we got him by himself. I'll take it. I'm not gonna move around much here, so we're just gonna melee him down. I don't think I can afford to move much. Not backwards, at least. Oh, look, this guy respawned already. Okay, then. I don't know why that's happening, but I really prefer that it didn't. If we get a respawn while we're pulling these two, we're screwed. That's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some DPS into this guy, then we're going to pull this one so he's attacking us and not our pet. So let's go like this, and then we'll do the same over here, but then we'll go back to DPSing the guy back here. And then when we get a little low, we'll pull our pet in if we need to, but I want to finish this guy off back here first if we can do that. There we go. Let's trade places. We really need our pet to, like, get aggro on this guy. There we go. Alright, we did it. Now we need to make a spot in our bags. Okay, we got a spot in our bags. Okay, now we don't have a okay, we do still have a spot. Cloth armor, don't need that. Let's loot this really fast. And then I think we are going to have to hearth out of here. Yep, that's it. There we go. Okay, so a couple of things. Let's go ahead and sell anything that we don't need. That'll make space, that's fine. I'm gonna get rid of these. Gonna get rid of that. Yeah, that's just like, it's not a lot of space. Not really pleased about that. Medium hides will go. Let's buy some melon juice. I think at least one of these turns in here in the crossroads, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. Aha, so the raptors did hide the silver at their lair. It's hard to believe these beasts would have the desire for silver. Perhaps the stories of their intelligence are not as far from the mark as I thought. Take this as a reward for your service to us, and know that the guards of the crossroads owe their next month's pay to you. We'll take the rambling boots. Hey, I'm level 17. Alright, let's get a look at the new kicks. Oh look, they're boots that cover our feet. Amazing. We got rid of our gypsy sandals. And the raptor horns turns in at the crossroads, at Ratchet, right? How are we doing on arrows? Pretty good. And there's not a hunter trainer here. We're gonna have to go back to Orgrimmar and take care of that. We might as well go ahead and we can do that now. And then we'll fly down to Ratchet after that and turn in intact raptor horns. And then we'll look at finding the nest for angry scythe claws. Yeah, some interesting lore announcements and developments in Shadowlands were announced today during the opening ceremonies. If you guys haven't seen any of that stuff, I'm pretty sure it's all up on the World of Warcraft channel on YouTube by this point. But yeah, really excited about Burning Crusade Classic, really excited about some of the stuff coming to Shadowlands as far as lore content, seems pretty interesting. Systems in Shadowlands, I mean, I feel like systems for me, those endgame character progression systems that come with each expansion are never going to be exciting or engaging to me. I couldn't care less about conduits, I don't really care much about the Covenant abilities or the Covenants themselves. I appreciated and enjoyed the story that was told through the Shadowlands leveling experience, but the Kyrian campaign at least didn't do a lot to make me want to get on and do the weekly grind to keep progressing it. And then, like I said, I've never really been one to care too much about those systems that come and go with every expansion. You know that it's not going to be around in 2 years. It's going to be obsolete. It's going to be gone. So, you know, I have more things to do with my time than just grind a bar from left to right, or find, you know, all the conduits or their upgrades, or try to build like the min-max ultimate spec for my class. I don't enjoy engaging with the game that way. So for me, anything to do with the systems is always stuff that I just find kind of boring. And unfortunately, the end game of WoW just relies so heavily now on those tacked on systems that doesn't really hold a lot of interest to me outside of getting the little bits of lore that they give you in the dungeons and sometimes in the raids. And obviously, if you don't raid, you don't get all the cinematics in game. You have to go outside the game to actually get the story, which to me, that's its own problem in and of itself. But yeah, so interested in the Shadowlands lore, don't really care too much about any of the system stuff that they talked about. It's just not stuff that I enjoy engaging with too much. Alright, let's find our trainer. Oh, let's just jump off of that, the highest point. And we're back in the Valley of Honor, right? That's where we're at. Yeah, I feel like if I don't do this now, if I don't go get our abilities now for level 16, then it could be that I put them off until level 20. I don't want to keep putting it off. I'd rather just go get it done. Similarly, I should really get over to Undercity and go to their weapon master and learn whatever weapon skills I can there. Well, that'll probably be a journey you guys get to make with me here. Maybe we'll check that out next time. We'll get over to Undercity, and we do have a quest to go to the Sepulchre to talk to a druid there, so we could maybe at least get the flight point down to the Sepulchre and talk to said druid and see what's going on. I feel like we have so much to do in the Barrens that we could potentially spend a really, really long time here, and it might not be a bad idea to change some of that up with Silverpine content. But you guys let me know what you think. Would you rather we just stay in the Barrens and do all of that and just do it consecutively, or do you think that we should, oops, wrong way, do you think that we should head over to Silverpine, do a little bit of zone jumping and stay optimized in that way? I feel like we are not at the right place, but it's fine. Maybe, oh yeah, to the left here, right? Yeah, there we go. Requires level 18. Okay.
Blood and thunder.
I'm only going to purchase ones that we're actually going to use, so some of these are just utility. Eagle Eye zooms in the hunter vision. Eye of Beast, direct control of your pet and see through its eyes. That's cool and everything, but Scare Beast, cause it to run in fear, could be useful. Level 40. Distracting shot. Distracts the target, causing threat. No, I don't really need to cause threat right now. Here we go. Immolation Trap. Place the fire trap that will burn the first enemy to approach it for 105 fire damage over 15 seconds. So we don't get Freezing Trap until level 20, but we're getting Immolation Trap now. Mongoose Bite is a melee ability. Counterattack the enemy. Can only be performed after a dodge. I am not going to purchase that right now. I don't want to be getting swung on enough to be counting on dodges to activate this ability. Because if I'm getting swung on that much, I've lost my pet, or my pet isn't doing the job I want it to do. Level 2 of Raptor Strike I will take. And that's it, guys.
With honor.
get our bar set up here. Oh, is that level 3 of Raptor Strike? Apparently we already had level 2. And Immolation Trap. Okay, we'll just go ahead and... Oh. I pressed the trap button expecting the trap launcher to come out. But of course it doesn't. Because this is classic. So that's literally only going to work if I pull them to me. Okay. Alright, well I have some rethinking to do about how useful that trap is going to be. I could lay the trap down, backtrack, pull an enemy over it, then send my pet in. It seems like a lot of setup. I don't think I would do that for every pull. Conversely, if we accidentally pull aggro, then yeah, definitely just throw down the trap for some extra damage over time. But I don't think I'm going to do the average pull where I like try to get them in a trap, because I literally have to lay the trap, get some distance, pull the enemy, send in my pet after he's hit the trap, right? It's just... I would do that for an elite, or for something that was just a tougher enemy, maybe a rare spawn, but I don't think we're going to do that on every single pull. It seems like a lot of additional legwork that we don't need to be efficient. And other than that, all we got was a second rank of Raptor Strike. So I know people kind of get irritated when I don't go back right away to train abilities, but I learned at level, well, it was level 12, level 14, that there just wasn't a lot coming up that was going to be like super useful or gameplay impacting. You know, it'd be different if we were looking at like another rank of Arcane Shot or another rank of Serpent Sting, but we weren't. We got Raptor Strike, which is fine. And we got Immolation Trap, which has some limited usefulness. Sometimes I feel like it's okay to put off going back to your trainer, especially with some of the travel times involved and depending on what you're doing. This was a good time for us to head back, so it's fine. Alright, now we're going to jump a flight down to Ratchet. You know, I could put some of this leather in the auction house. I usually don't. I usually don't because it doesn't often sell for very much on my server. But let's just pop our heads into the auction house, and we'll all see together how much stacks of leather are selling for, and if it's worth it to put these up. Let's see, we got a stack for 34 silver, and then the next stacks are not... Oh, a gold is actually... I mean, that's worth it. If we can get a gold. If we can get a single gold, it'll be worth it. Maybe we put them up for like 90 silver and we'd be like super aggressive with it. I don't know if that's super aggressive or not. But guys, I will create these auctions. So we have 3 stacks going up for 90 silver. If we could cash in on this, it'd be great. That's almost 3 golds. I have a feeling that isn't going to happen, but... could. How much is linen going for? Not very much. Well, it's kind of sporadic, right? We got some up for really cheap, and then the rest up for quite a bit. But yeah, right now it's not worth putting that up. Alright, so yeah, I think we're fine with that. I need to be working on bandages anyway. Oh, and then we have a shadow wand. We can see what those are going for. No items found. Okay then. If we can get like 3 gold for that, I'd be happy. It's probably not going to happen. What I'll do is I'll just do 3, 2, and 1. So we'll start at 3. If we get 3, great. We caught a whale. If we can't even get 1, I'll drop it down to 50 silver. And after that, I'm going to vendor the sucker, so... that's the plan for that. We'll see how all that turns out. Now we need to find Flightmaster. Well, we probably could have grabbed the next level of skinning while we're here. Is there a trainer? There's gotta be a trainer in Crossroads or Ratchet, right? It's gotta be.
What can I help you with? For the Horde.
Alright, and of course, going through Ratchet, it's going to take time because we have to, apparently we have to fly through the Crossroads first. We can't take a direct flight, so... No such thing as direct flights here in Classic. So we'll enjoy Durotar and the Barrens as viewed from above. And listen to the gentle sounds of dusk. Other things that were interesting to me during BlizzCon, there was a Hearthstone announcement for some kind of like roguelike dungeon crawling mode, or maybe possibly parallel game for Hearthstone that looked pretty interesting. Diablo 2 Remastered has been announced, so they're going to be remastering Diablo 2. I was in high school when the original Diablo 2 came out, and all I remember about Diablo 2 was basically the combat, which, of course, that's what I remember. I'd love to play it today with a real appreciation for like the story and the world, and do a remastered run of it. That'd be great. So that was pretty cool. Excited about that. All right. What I kind of keep waiting for is like an announcement for Warcraft 1 and 2, like remastered, kind of how they tried to do Reforged for Warcraft 3, but maybe it will actually be like, you know, good, because what I hear about Reforged is that Reforged was not very good as far as an experience, which was kind of crummy, because I was looking forward to playing Reforged, and then it came out to like really bad reactions from everybody, and after looking at some of it, I couldn't really justify putting time into it, how I saw it. We did get the horns. Great, you got them. Now I just need to ground them down and mix them with some wine. Okay. Now let's try it. Ugh, that's terrible. Yeah. Smart drinks. Okay, so the raptor horns didn't work so well, but that's alright. No one got rich on their first try. And besides, I think I found something that'll work even better in my smart drinks. There is a substance called whaling essence, and I think it is the cause of the strange plants and animals in the Barrens. Get me some, and I'll try it in my drink. I heard the essence gathers in ectoplasmic creatures in the whaling caverns to the west. Hunt those creatures and gather the essence. Alright, another dungeon quest. Okay, we have 3 dungeon quests. And we still have 2 for Ragefire that are thankfully still yellow. So we'll see when we can get to those. Hopefully it'll be soon. I'll have to start looking for a group when I sign in. Giving it a little bit of time to see if we can maybe get a dungeon run going here. That would be much to our benefit. We're going to be leaving a lot of experience just laying on the table if we can't get into a run. So that's definitely in the cards. I'm going to try to get those done. Let's see. I think the next thing we're going to do is we need to find these raptor nests, right? That's what we have up next. Well, we have Camouflage. We need to keep an eye on this. This is going to be up north. Somewhere in this unrevealed area here on the map. I'm almost tempted just to make that our next objective, since it is green and I don't want to lose it. And also, if it chains into anything, we're going to want to find that out sooner rather than later. But then again, we're actually pretty close to where we need to go at least maybe find these raptor nests. They're supposed to be southwest of the stagnant oases, right? Yeah, southwest of the stagnant oasis. It's just right over here. Alright, so we'll head over here for real this time. We'll actually head over southwest of the stagnant oases. We'll do that next. And after that, we'll head north. Once that's done, we'll head north. We'll find the Camouflage from the Venture Company goblins. And see if that turns into anything else. I think once we've done that... Once we've done that, we might then want to see about going over to Silverpine. Thinking that it might be a really good idea to do a little bit of zone jumping. And we do need to go to Undercity just for weapon skills. So we're going to do Angry Scythe Claws, we're going to do the Camouflage, we're going to hit up Undercity, we're going to go to Silverpine. So that's the plan for at least the next couple episodes. I think that'll get us. So that's what we're going to do. So stay tuned, guys.